and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. And now, as we get into April, let's take a moment to look at how the top talent across the league is holding up. It's the rookie race, and with the season starting to wind down, one of these young men will be taking home that coveted Rookie of the Year award. You take a look at Howland. There have been times where he's shown his potential, but as of now, he isn't in the conversation for the award.
And the crop of young talent coming into the league this year, especially this group, has painted a very bright picture for the future of the NBA.
Oh, I totally agree. The talent pool keeps getting deeper.
Ja Morant, he's out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. So it's San Antonio now. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Here's Morant. That one's in, his first shot this game. Stan coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. And neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Morant kicks to Payton. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fades. Collins grabs the miss. On offense, here are the Warriors. Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. We have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, Adebayo's really good at facing up from mid-range. Buries the jumper there.
Brunson the pass to Collins. Back to Brunson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Reed kicks to Morant. Off with the layup. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. On the wing, Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. The 4th spot held by Nick Claxton.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Reed. Back to Morant. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, keeping his composure against defensive pressure inside. Nice work there by Morant.
You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Murray outside. Pass to Collins. Brunson scanning the floor. Good work there as it goes. Brunson's got his third bucket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Morant finds Reed. Floats it up there for Morant. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for John Morant.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Morant against Brunson. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And checking out the stats for Brunson. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's right around 29 points a night, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Now here's Morant. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Williams. 4 on the shot clock. Adebayo with a screen on Brunson. And that one's good. Morant. Here's Brunson. He has 6. Pass to Claxton. Brunson against Morant. Murray outside. Williams finds Murray. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Murray's ability to hit the 3 makes their offense that much more versatile.
Now Reed. Back to Morant. Here he goes. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. The shot's good.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Pass to Collins. Murray looking around. Here's Brunson. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Williams passes to Claxton.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Murray against Payton. Here's Reed. A 7-footer falls.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. His last 10 games have been exceptional, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Pass to Williams. Here's Brunson against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Collins finds Williams. Back to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed.
Using all of his length, Collins able to grab the offensive rebound and finish the play.
Pass to McCain. Morant against Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
That's good from Morant.
Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with Ja Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Holland comes in for Naz Reid. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Christian Brown. Both free throws good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Williams inside. Hunter with a screen on Morant. They swipe it to the inside. And the rejection by Collins.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Kispert kicks to Holland. To the paint. Here's McCain. No good with the triple. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Jerome passes to Collins. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
Pass to Holland. Kennard with the ball. Down low. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Collins.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
For San Antonio, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And that one falls for Holland. The Warriors making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Jerome. Kennard with the rebound.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Kleba against Plumlee. Kleba kicks to Kennard. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Jerome. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The Spurs have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Pass to Kispert. Kleba with a screen on Hunter. Here's Kispert. It's blocked.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
Here's Jerome. Jang with a screen on Kennard. Jang dishes to Hunter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. San Antonio leading. Here's McCain. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. Here's Kennard. Pass to Kispert. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. He takes it in. McCain's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Jerome passes to Hunter. Now Jang. Here is Williams. Kennard covering. For 3, Hunter hits it from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 2.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off his shot.
Screen by Kleba. And it's Kispert in the corner. Pass to McCain. Now, here's Kennard. Nothing on the board. Got it. Good job in the low post. Kennard's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Here's Jerome. Kennard covering. And here's Plumlee. Pass to Jerome. From downtown, San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding. Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways, that time with a great bounce pass.
Outside Williams. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
That's good from Williams. And both free throws good for Williams. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams kicks to Hunter. Puts up a 3. And McCain pulls it down. Pass to Holland. Kennard with the ball. The three. No good that time. John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Spurs. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got DeJounte Murray. Williams is out there with Collins. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
He hits both from the stripe. So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 2. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And here's Morant. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Payton outside. Adebayo with a screen for Payton. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. And the Spurs lead by 1. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Brunson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
The Spurs shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from in close.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Murray. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Here's Morant. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Murray against Payton. Brown the pass to Payton. Here's Reed. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Williams. Down low. Here's Claxton. For 3, Murray. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Payton in the corner. This one for 3. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Payton's got his second basket of the night.
And Adebayo's such an excellent passer as a center. Finding the open man right there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Briefly take a look at the stats for Payton, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up 6 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
Here is Williams. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Brunson against Morant. Brunson the pass to Claxton. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, you have to love Bam's mentality. Always looking for ways to disrupt things defensively.
And it's Morant missing. The Warriors leading. By now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier, he said. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Reed with a screen on Brunson. Morant with a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the inside. Williams in the post. Still scoreless. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Murray against Payton. Collins setting the pick for Murray. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
What a setup by Murray out of the pick and roll. That is quality offense.
Spurs trail by 3. Morant passes to Reed. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. Reed's got 5 now.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Collins passes to Brunson. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
So it's the Warriors now. Collins kicks to Brunson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
He hits the second from the line.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Brown. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. And they take the lead. He has 6.
Yeah, Adebayo is a challenging guy to guard, especially when he gets the ball in the paint.
Brunson against Morant. Kicks it out to Collins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Williams against Payton. And the rejection by Claxton. Over to the wing. Inside, Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And the Warriors lead by 1. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Morant looking around. To the paint. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. From outside the arc. Reed with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Right wing. Here's Adebayo. Doesn't go that time. And it's Williams with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Collins kicks to Murray. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Well, you know, one thing that makes Murray a great player, he can score with or without the ball.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Different look here for the Warriors. Plumlee is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Patrick Williams. Vince Williams is checked in for DeJounte Murray. And it's Ty Jerome in for Jalen Brunson. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Brown. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For San Antonio, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Now here's Plumlee. Hasn't made one yet. It's tipped. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. Morant outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Well, some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Both free throws good from Morant. Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Williams. San Antonio's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Morant outside. Spurs passing it around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And that one misses.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Pass to Jerome. Now here's Jang. Kleber defending. Jang against Kleber. Stolen by Kispert. And here they come. Here's Holland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Kennard, he's checked in for Morant. And he makes both free throws. Now Plumlee. No scoring in this one. Pass to Hunter. Plumlee sets the pick for Hunter to stop the run. Holland with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now Kennard. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Jerome. Kennard covering. Right side, Williams. Pass to Jerome. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jerome's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And here's Kennard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Kleber with a screen on Hunter. Here's Kispert. Good on the baseline J. Kispert's got his second basket of the game.
Well, look, he'll eat you alive from the mid-range if you give him that much room.
Plumlee, the pass to Hunter. Back to Plumlee. Here's Jerome. Jang, a screen. Driving in. It's good. Jerome's got 8 points.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Pass to Kennard. There's a minute 47 left in the first half.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Here's Plumlee. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Kleba, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And now, let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
.115 left in the first half. Just 3 to shoot. Holland, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Williams gets the bucket.
A rare assist there from Hunter. They want him to continue to work on his playmaking.
Now, here's Kennard. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Hunter, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's McCain. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And here are the Warriors now. It's tipped. For 3, Hunter. Rebound by Kispert. To the middle. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Doc. Why are you getting the pace that you got right now?
Because we're running, we're pushing the ball up the floor, but it's still a close game. And it's really loose balls, our turnovers, and offensive rebounds. So we got to do a better job there.
I know you guys always look at that 50-50 ball. Thanks, Doc. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Limiting turnovers has helped. Give their ball handlers props. They've been smart with the decision making.
They're certainly running the offense well. You know the coaching staff loves to see this. And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. The Bucks playing at Fiserv Forum as they go up against the Nets. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
The Spurs shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. They've got Adebayo. Payton is out there with Morant. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Brunson the pass to Murray. Collins with it. Guarded by Reid. Reid against Collins. Brunson outside. Shoots over Morant. From deep, Collins. Nailed from three-point land. Collins has got 9.
Well, not what you'd call a volume shooter from 3, but Collins can hit.
Reid against Collins. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 8.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Claxton no good. San Antonio leading. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't it?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Brunson, no good. On the wing, Payton. Claxton covering. Out to Morant. Pass to Brown. Right block shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. Brunson the pass to Collins. Shoots over Morant. That's good from Collins on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Reid. Spurs working the ball around now. Brown sinks the triple. Brown's got his 2nd basket.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Pass to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games, but when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It's going to be fun to see where he takes his game. And Williams drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Reid. Floats it up there for Morant. And the Spurs scoring again.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Outside Collins. Here's Brunson. And too long on the shot.
Well, when he's got space to operate inside like that, he is not going to hesitate.
Adebayo kicks to Morant. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Reid. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Brunson against Morant. Baseline J on the way, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Spurs leading by 6. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Morant against Brunson. Over Morant, and that's good for 2. Brunson's got 17 now.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Only 3 games until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the West will be won. We take a look at the Warriors. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Spurs, 2 spots down.
And for the Warriors, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Out to Morant. That one drops for him. Morant's got 21.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Well, you know, guys, just a bunch of ways Murray contributes on both ends.
Pass to Morant. And here's Reed. Morant with the screen on Collins. Payton outside. From past the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Collins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Williams. And here's Brunson. Guarded by Morant. Kicks it out to Collins. And he hits it to tie the game up. Collins has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Warriors. Pass to Brown. Brunson against Morant. Now, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the 3-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper, above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Now, here's Hunter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
And the Spurs with possession. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Brown. Kennard with a screen on Hunter. Cleveland with it. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the block.
Hey, watch him.
Hunter finds Williams for the lead. Bank shot, no good. The Spurs have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's McCain. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Vince Williams with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Spurs making a change here. Hollins checked in. And then for Golden State, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Jang in for Williams. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Corey Kispert's checked in for San Antonio. The Warriors also with a sub. Jerome, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Takes it inside. Just 5 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. San Antonio with the ball. Shot clock at 2. From deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run. It's picked off. Pass to Kispert. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. And finished off by Jang.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Now, here's Kennard. Here's McCain. Lets the 3 fly. Plumlee with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Jerome. 8 points for him. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Kispert with it. Working on Hunter. Kleba sets the screen for Kennard. San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 4. Down low. Plumlee dishes to Hunter. Picked off in midair. Kennard with the ball. And stolen by Hunter. Now the Warriors moving it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One on Kispert.
Well, give Hunter credit. Nice job staying aggressive and earning the foul call.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their shot blocking, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And he knocks down the first one. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Jang, the pass to Brunson. There's Brunson from deep.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Well, we don't think of point guards as rebounders necessarily, but here are the ones that have corralled the most boards in the last month of the NBA. Fourth, Ja Morant.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Yeah, and it speaks to how well-rounded a lot of today's point guards are. It's not just about orchestrating, it's about doing the dirty work, too.
Pass to Kleba. Now Morant. Brunson covering. To stop the drought. Brunson with some nice D.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Here's Morant. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Kleba with a screen on Brunson. Here's Morant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brunson. And it's rebounded by Morant.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now, here's Kispert, covered by Hunter. Kispert kicks to Morant. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, that's just a great dribble move by Morant. Quick and very shifty.
Pass to Hunter. Holland with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Now, here's Kispert. His three-pointer's off the mark. To the inside. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brunson against Morant. Jang with a screen on Morant. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead. They're up by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Collins is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Murray. And it's Brunson in at point. Now here's Brunson. It's over Morant. And it's Brunson missing. Adebayo against Brunson. Morant passes to Reed. Pass to McCain. Picked by Reed. Buries it from three-point range.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Brunson against Morant. Murray outside. 5 to shoot. Unable to get that one. Spurs trail by 6. Morant kicks to Reed. Floats it up there for Morant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Collins against Reed. Murray outside. Puts up a deep three. And the Warriors miss again. And so Morant will bring it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Reed kicks to Morant. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Murray outside. Murray a screen on Morant. Brunson adds a two-pointer, and good, he nails it. Brunson's got 26.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Reed finds Adebayo.
Well, attacking the basket inside, Adebayo knows that will pay off for him either way, and he's right.
And he makes the first.
I don't know any coach who wouldn't love to have a Bam Adebayo. His versatility and commitment to the game are just outstanding.
Gary Payton has checked in for San Antonio. He doesn't get the second one.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Spurs trail by 3. Payton passes to Brown. Comes up empty down low. Warriors have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Claxton. Murray outside. Clock at 4. Williams for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Adebayo finds Morant. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. Morant against Brunson. Pass to Collins. Now Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. Williams with another miss. Here's San Antonio now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Morant. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Murray outside. Pass to Collins. Traps in the tray. Collins has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, those are the quick twitch muscles from Collins.
They set the screen. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams passes to Collins. Reed with the block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Morant against Brunson. Shoots over Morant. And right through it goes. Brunson's got 4 this quarter. Morant against Brunson. There's the 3. Here's Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Adebayo never shies away from contact. He's so aggressive and forces the defense's hand.
And the first one drops. And Adebayo drops them both. Here's Murray. Pass to Claxton. Fires the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Brown. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Claxton. Golden State moving the ball around. Morant with the steal. And here's the break. Payton kicks to Reed. Adebayo with a screen on Claxton. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Warriors leading. Murray outside. Pass to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Brunson against Morant. Adebayo with the screen on Brunson. Pass to Reed. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Warriors shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Williams passes to Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Morant.
And Brunson, a very physical player. Someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Morant against Brunson. Reed kicks to Morant. To tie it up. It counts. And the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Williams. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Collins. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you can see one of Collins' best attributes is his ability to finish through contact.
One shot.
Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Collins. Well, John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point. He's underrated.
Now here's Morant after the miss from John Collins.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Pass to Hunter. On the wing, Murray. Outside Collins. And here is Hunter. Picked his pocket. Here's Brown. Covered by Hunter. 9 feet out. Here's Adebayo. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Well, Adebayo's going to go after that offensive board. He is relentless in his effort.
Brunson the pass to Hunter to end the run. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Brown. Adebayo down low. Claxton covering. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Murray the pass to Brunson. And Payton sends it back. Here's Brown. Brunson covering. Here's Morant. Warriors with the rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
Big time from Collins right there.
Pass to Reed. Back to Morant. Now here's Adebayo. Morant's got space. And it falls over the rim and in. Morant's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Punting the ball in these spots is what makes Morant the leader that he is.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Brunson against Morant. Brunson, good.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Outside, Payton. Here's Morant. And that one is off. Hunter with some nice defense. Warriors trail by 3. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Adebayo. Morant's got 12 points now in the quarter. Warriors shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Here's Brunson. And Adebayo sends it back.
You got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
And it's Morant missing. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Murray kicks to Brunson. Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. Brown the pass to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Morant and does. That one goes in. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now here's Adebayo. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Adebayo. Shoots over Brunson. And another basket for San Antonio.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody has the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.